All right, y'all, this the last week of training camp for Terence Crawford, so this video not going to be too long, but we're going to get into some of the stuff Terence Crawford been doing in the last week of training camp. Let's get it.
Sharing time with them in the ring, like what's tricky about Madrimov?
Here's the thing about tricks. You see, that's the, how do I say, that's the main part of the word, trick, right? Tricks don't work on Crawford. Crawford is smart, you know. He can be tricky as always you want, but a person like Crawford is going to see through the smoke and mirrors, you know. He knows boxing. He's a master at it, you know, so it's just... And everything else that you described, Madrimov, so is Crawford. You know, he's a switch hitter too, you know, have good footwork as well, you know, so it's just kind of like, okay, well, what else does he have? You know, and I just feel like, I don't know, they're trying to convince people that he's not going to beat him. I think they're just trying to make it seem like it's an even fight when it's a competitive fight, which it is a competitive fight, but it's not as even as you think it is.
Hey, I agree with him. If y'all didn't know, there was Virgil Ortiz. He fighting at 154 now. A lot of people, especially when Virgil Ortiz was fighting at 147, a lot of people wanted that fight with him and Terence Crawford. They thought it would be an explosive fight. So he's a good fighter, and he knows exactly what he's talking about. And guys, after looking at Madrimov, I just do not think he got the tools to beat Crawford. I mean, Crawford is just too sharp and too precise. And I realized that I kind of like been studying boxing even more. I always studied boxing, but I've been kind of studying boxing even more. And the counter puncher and the person that got the most accuracy usually win the fight. So as much as I want this to be a really, really good fight, which I think it'll be competitive early on, but I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford get him out of there earlier. Like, Terence Crawford he got too much precision on his punches. And he don't have to be the biggest guy in the room, guys. Terence Crawford, Madrimov is bigger than him, but Terence Crawford accuracy and his precision, it beats power. And that's what I'm realizing by studying even more fights than I usually do, is that precision beat power and speed. So, and Terence Crawford got that. Now, Terence Crawford been doing a little training with Andre Ward, and Andre Ward, he wasn't the biggest fighter. At 168, he wasn't one of the biggest fighters, wasn't one of the biggest punchers, but he was a very, very smart fighter. Finished undefeated. Now, people can debate, did he win some of those fights, but he finished undefeated. But one thing I would say about Andre Ward, he was a smart fighter, so I like Terence Crawford getting some training in with him, just kind of like picking his brain on a couple stuff and a couple tricks that Andre Ward used. And you see Terence Crawford kind of just playing around a little bit. You know, he ready for the fight, man. Terence Crawford ready. He always stay ready. And like I said, he looking sharp in training camp. He don't look like he gonna miss, guys. And I wanted to put this clip in here just to show people how hard Terence Crawford hit. Now, think about it. He didn't even actually try to punch that guy really, really hard, and he backed all the way up into the wall. So a lot of people underestimate Terence Crawford's power because they looking at his size. Guys, size don't matter all the time. I'm not going to say size don't, but size don't always win a fight, guys. So Terence Crawford got that it factor that you need if you the smaller guy, and that's precision and that's accuracy. And he got both of them. So you don't have to always be the bigger guy to win. So that's why I'm not worried about Terence Crawford losing this fight. The guy Terence Crawford, and one more thing about Terence Crawford is his ability to punch in between punches. And see, that's what you got to have being a smaller guy, because I don't care who you are. If you get hit with a punch on your chin or in your liver and you never see it coming, it don't matter how big you is, you're going to go down because your brain's not going to be able to process that punch. So that's what Terence Crawford do against these bigger guys. He hit them with a punch they never see coming because he great at punching in between punches, and that's why I got Crawford winning this fight. I think it would be a easy fight because Madrimov is kind of out of control the way he throws his punches. He leap in a lot. You can't do that against a guy like Crawford. We seen Sean Porter start leaping in the later rounds against that fight, and Terence Crawford caught him every single time. You can't do that with a guy like Crawford. Like I said, I wasn't going to make this video long because it's the last week of training camp. But y'all comment down below who y'all think going to win. What round y'all got Crawford winning or Madrimov winning if you got him winning. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. And let me know if y'all want me to make a video on Madrimov last week of training camp. Y'all let me know in the comments, but peace out.